Good afternoon, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome, Archit. We have to call you Dongre, Archit, Parag, how you pronounce, or Archit.
Sir, Archit would be fine.
So, welcome, Archit, to the mock interview. Please introduce yourself to the board.
Sir, my name is Archit Dongre and I hail from Pune. My schooling happened from Parit Tilak Vidyalaya in Mumbai, and thereafter I did my 12th from Pune itself. Then I pursued my engineering from VIT Vellore, and thereafter, sir, I have been working in an IT company for about a year, 11 months to be precise. Post that, sir, I left my job and I've been preparing for the civil service exam. My hobbies include practicing mindfulness and going to the gym.
What is the meaning of your name?
So my name means, Archit means something that is to be revered or worshipped. So something that is holy, that would be Archit, sir.
So, you are to be worshipped?
No, sir.
Then what does it imply?
Sir, it means that something to be revered as in something that holds certain value. And I feel that as I am right now, I don't deserve to be worshipped. I have to do certain good deeds and maybe gain respect.
So, good values are to be imbibed.
Yes, sir, definitely.
Archit, you are working in a company called Vellore Technology.
Yes, sir.
What this company is doing?
So primarily this company is an IT services based company. It provides IT services to different fields, for example, healthcare, banking, finance, even private companies requiring their digital infrastructure to be updated. So we delve into these type of things, sir. And other than that, sir, we help organizations scale up. Scaling up and automating their functions is a big part of providing this type of service. So that is the primary motive of this company, sir.
Tell us in a more holistic manner, is it a listed company, unlisted company? What is the share capital and what is the share price presently?
Sir, the company was listed company, but due to last year, due to the changes in the board, they had bought back all their shares. So, sir, currently I'm not aware of the price of the share, but yes, sir, it is a listed company.
If they have bought back, then still it will be listed, or the shares have been now no longer traded on the.
Sir, as per the BSc website, the data is not available quite well for this company, so I'm not.
So you are working for a year. Archit, when you passed out, immediate, of course, at that time requirement is should get placed in a good company.
Yes,
you got a placement. What happened that after 1.5 years that you thought of joining the civil service? What was that main particular aspect which made you to leave the job and start again preparing?
Sir, when I was working in this company, it was a very good experience. My seniors were very supportive. But, sir, in me, as a person that I always feel like I want to work in a very happening and very dynamic environment. And my job at that time got quite monotonous because we were working on one project for over a year. And that project was getting extended for scaling up operations. But when I looked at civil service as a career option, I felt like it is a very dynamic and very a place where I can see the impact of my work quite evidently. So that inspired me and motivated me to apply for the civil services other than IT companies.
Monotone. So basically, if you keep on working for a particular job, the excitement is lost. The same happens in the civil service also. You are posted in a particular assignment, 2 years, 3 years, sometimes in a area. Suppose you are collector of a district called Zero. Zero is the last district of Arunachal Pradesh. What all development you think you will be able to bring about there?
Sir, with respect to the first question, sir, because of the monotony, sir, the services company that I was working in was quite constricted to technological things and IT sector and computer coding. But sir, with respect to these type of jobs like civil services, the on-ground work that I can do is quite diverse. Sir, and coming to the Zero district,
like visualize.
Yes,
so let's take us into a fanciful word. How, as a collector, you will be able to bring about some innovative sort of development?
Sir, I see this as a very good mix between my background that I bring. Sir, so definitely I would bring in technology as a collector. Sir, the database management systems that we have, that can be used to look at beneficiaries of different schemes. We can bring in transparency and accountability using technology. Even sir, blockchain for that matter has been discussed as a very good platform to enable non-mutable record transmission systems. So other than that, we can look at technological aspects of different social aspects. So for example, water management. These can be looked at from a very scientific perspective as well. So other than that, sir, generating employment, skilling based on technological aspects such as IT or database entry management. These are low-level skilled jobs which can be easily imbibed into people, and they can get jobs and opportunity from this. So their economic well-being can also be looked at. So these are the few things that I would look at as a collective.
Archit, blockchain.
Yes, sir.
This technology you have just mentioned. Why can't it be used so that there is a total foolproof, safe financial environment? Your accounts are being hacked, money is being siphoned off, and there is news that almost 78% of the Indian companies have paid money to the hackers. Why blockchain is not that successful?
So from my personal experience, I had this conversation with the VP of my company. He told me that when it is about transparency, for example, maintaining insurance records or cases records, blockchain is very well accepted. But when it comes to disclosing companies' personal financial status, companies are quite hesitant to do this because once we put the...
Are the blockchains so-called computers or basically servers are in India also?
Sir, I'm not aware if they are...
What is the policy of the government of India now in terms of the where the servers are to be placed, the data policy? What is the name? Some draft bill has been introduced. Can you tell us the name of that bill?
So Data Protection Privacy Act bill that was...
What is the status, the current status? How a bill is moved?
Sir, the bill is tabled in the parliament, and then discussions have been taking place with regards to different parliamentary committees and panels on this bill. And with regards to the suggestions, they are modified and then placed again for voting on parliament, sir.
Who was the chairman of the committee of this bill, for this bill?
Sir, I'm not able to recall this.
Archit, we all try to be as utopian and neutral as possible. Can a state be totally devoid of religion? You are a student of philosophy.
Sir, I don't think it can be totally devoid of religion, but a fine balance has to be maintained, sir, because religion with its nature brings about a lot of positive aspects and also has a very strong person-to-person connect. So state must leverage this use and help imbibe more positive values in people.
So you mean the state should also have a religion?
No, sir. State should not have a specific defined religion, but as we follow in India, the secularism that India follows, by giving equal attention to all religions.
Are we much more advanced than the rest of the world? Most of the countries have a defined religion, whereas we say we are secular. So this secular means no religion, atheist, or a religion with limitations.
So the secularism that we believe is giving equal attention to all religions and believing that they all have their own specific different...
We don't even have a ministry of religion. How we are giving attention to all religion?
Sir, the religion that people follow in India has a very strong community-based bonding, and by different leaders...
Community-based?
Bonding, sir. Like different religions have very
that
strong
is a
bonding.
Religion?
No, sir, not religion as such, but the utility of that with different communities intermingling with each other. That is the beauty of our country. And by maintaining the fine balance, by not specifically helping a certain religion, but also engaging with all other religions. So that is the beauty of India, and that helps us move forward and be a very diverse country that we are. So I think, sir, yes, we are more advanced in this aspect, sir, than other countries.
When the constitution was formed, can you tell us the preamble, the name of how the preamble is read out?
Yes, sir. We, the people of India, solemnly swear to resolve ourselves as a democratic, socialist, sovereign republic. Sir, I'm not able to recall it.
So you mean, okay, but was secular?
No, sir, secular was not part of the original.
When it was inserted?
Sir, it was inserted during the Indira Gandhi era, sir. I'm not able to recall the date.
What amendment?
Sir, it was the 42nd amendment, constitutional amendment.
Okay.
Hello.
Archit, Can politics be without religion?
Sir, politics has to also maintain a fine balance, sir. I cannot say that it has to be completely bereft of religion, sir, because if politics is about people and people strongly believe in religion, so then at least a certain aspect, sir, at least the positive aspects of religion must be encouraged and used to support and motivate people to vote, sir. So I think politics should have a certain.
Be prepared for war if you want peace. This is how sometimes it is defined. Explain us.
Sir, this is regarding certain exclusionist policies, sir, with respect to religions. When certain
Exclusionist, what do you mean by that?
So that means a certain section of people try to instigate other people by saying
No,
that.
America is always prepared for war. That's how it ensured peace all over the world.
Sir, war as an
Be
aggression.
prepared for war if you want peace.
Sir, war as an aggression should not be the case, sir. War as a defensive policy and self-reliance must be.
Defensive or offensive? War itself is always normally offensive.
Yes, sir. Sir, but to use that as a way to instigate people to take up more aggressive policies, sir, that I do not agree with, sir. I think it should be more of equality and balance between the thought process of these people who say these things. And sir, regarding with India, with respect to India, be prepared for war, I would say, sir, as a defensive measure, because we do not believe in unilateral aggressive policies. So, sir, I think that is what we should take from this point. Thank you, sir.
Archit,
Yes, sir.
first of all, be relaxed.
Yes, sir.
You have mentioned that you are going to gym,
Yes, sir.
but in depth you have not mentioned about it. Is it a new hobby?
No, sir. I have mentioned weight training, which I do in the gym. So
What is weight training?
weight training is basically a form of exercise where we use in weights as a resistance to our muscles. So that leads to greater strength and increase in muscle mass. So, sir, I enjoy doing that. That is weight training.
What are the benefits of it?
Sir, firstly, the increase in muscle mass, it gives a better shape to the body, increases my confidence. Sir, secondly, it increases in strength also, sir. With gradually progressive overloading of weight, I have noticed a greater increase in the strength that I have. Sir, and thirdly, it helps me clear my mind because it is a very good de-stressor for me when I am in a lot of stress. So, sir, I think these three are the benefits that I have seen from weight training.
You have done electrical and electronics,
Yes, sir.
but you are working as a software developer.
Yes, sir.
How come?
Sir, in my electrical and electronics course, I also had a module of machine learning, which I really was interested in at that time. And so with that, I got into coding and programming, sir. And that is how I progressed into an IT company. So that initial impetus came from my electronics and electrical course only, sir.
What is the difference between computer science and software engineering?
So computer science would be more based on the architecture of the computer, the hardware aspects. Whereas, sir, software is more oriented towards how software is made or the programming languages with related to that, sir. So I think that is the difference between computer and
So,
software.
as a electrical and electronics engineer,
Yes, sir.
you must have read both.
Sir, I have delved briefly into computer science, but more of electrical.
Okay. What is Dindayal Upadhyay's integral humanism? Have you heard about it?
Sir, I have read briefly.
What is Antyodaya?
Sir, Antyodaya is for the benefit of the poor. It is service to the poor, sir. That is the meaning behind Antyodaya.
Or to reach up to the last needy person.
Sir, with helping and service to the others, sir, yes, sir, that also would be a part of it. Reaching the last mile.
In your hobbies, you have mentioned practicing mindfulness.
Yes, sir.
What it is?
So mindfulness is a general awareness about one's personality, his emotions, his thoughts. So I practice it by sitting and focusing on my heartbeat, my emotions, and giving complete attention to that, at the same time restricting other distracting thoughts. So that is how what mindfulness is, sir.
Is it different from Vipassana?
Sir, it is not. So there are definitely similarities between Vipassana. So Vipassana generally, from what I know is that it is a 10-day, 11-day course where people go on retreats. But mindfulness, sir, for that matter, can be practiced anywhere while doing any activity. It does not need to be in a position or sitting away from isolation or in isolation. So like mindfulness can be practiced right now as well, sir. We can be aware of my heartbeat, my breath, my bodily movements. So I think, sir, there is a slight difference between them.
Vipassana is developed by which school of philosophy?
So the Buddhist school of philosophy, sir, but exactly which school I am not able to recall it now.
Are you aware with yoga?
Sir, yes.
What it is meant for?
So yoga, basically, the meaning of the word means union, and yoga also has different aspects of it. Sir, there are physical exercises, which is Hatha Yoga, and there are other spiritual aspects of it, which is Raja Yoga. So it also incorporates meditation, knowledge, and physical exercise as a means for liberation and freedom from suffering. So that is yoga, sir.
As a civil servant,
Yes, sir.
how you will use your knowledge of philosophy as well as background of electronics and electrical engineering for betterment of deliverance of services to the people?
So with respect to philosophy, sir, I think it has given me a very strong foundational background. Whenever I will be working for the people, a very strong sense of philosophy and ethics in the back of my mind will be the driving force of my actions. And with respect to any public service that I do, the foundational backing behind this ideological backing that I have will be a very big motivator and boost for the quality of work that I do. And so with respect to electrical engineering, the background that I bring, the recent impetus on green energy and electrification, so I think that would be a sphere where I could use my knowledge to work better, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Archit, you have your first preference is Indian Foreign Service. Is there a specific reason for that?
Sir, when I was working in the company, I saw a lot of videos, and it came to my mind that with growing India's dominance, the global sphere is going to be the next place where the most dynamic and happening work is going to be happening. So I wanted to be in that sphere and work and give my contribution in this service. So I thought it would be the best fit for me. So that's why I chose this.
What are the bases of a foreign policy of a country?
Sir, there would be definitely a historical basis where the company is coming from, the movements that it has undergone, and secondly, sir, the people of the country, what they want, the economics behind the country. So I think a lot of these factors will determine what a foreign policy of the country is, and also, sir, the foundational backing or the philosophical ideas of that country also greatly influence the foreign policy of a country.
Can the political system influence the foreign policy system?
Sir, ideally, such abrupt changes in foreign policy are not expected, sir, but definitely it can happen if the political force is that strong.
We are the founders of non-aligned movement.
Yes, sir.
But now we are no more non-aligned. Okay. What causes this shift?
Sir, the shift is primarily caused by acceptance of global realities as we are in the world today. We cannot be non-aligned, sir, as Honorable Minister of External Affairs has also mentioned in his book, that we have to be multi-aligned and we have to make multiple cooperations with different countries on specific interests. So we cannot say that we are going to be non-aligned always and not indulge in matters, but we have to be at the forefront of every global sphere and be involved there with multi-alignment. So that is the reason that global realities have shaped this change from non-aligned to multi-alignment. So
which country or zone you would prefer as your posting?
So I would take China.
Why?
Sir, because that is the main problem that we are having right now with this belligerent policies. So I would like to be there and try to give my 100% to see what I can do about it.
What are our issues with China?
Sir, firstly, the border issues, the border disputes that we are having, and their claim on Arunachal Pradesh, that is a very big problem. So secondly, the trade that we have. We are importing large amounts of goods from China, sir, which we can actually make in India as well. With the new schemes also, we are addressing that. So thirdly, the Chinese soft power is also quite dominating with regards to our soft power. So that is the third problem. So, and fourthly, with respect to technology, sir, with AI and Industry 4.0, their use of AI has been, there have been reports that they're using it for not purposes that are honorable. And regards to a lot of bank scams also that are happening, many Indian people have been seen in contact with Chinese nationals. So this type of grey zone warfare that they are doing, so that is the fourth problem that I see.
What is reverse engineering?
So reverse engineering is when we take a product and we see how it works, and then we use that technology to make our own product. So from a finished product, we go back to the foundation principles of how that product was made.
Is it legal in India?
Sir, I'm not aware of that.
You are not aware of it. Yeah. What type of software is used by these people who go for reverse engineering?
Sir, sorry, I'm not able to recall, sir.
Can you tell us something about artificial intelligence? You are in its favor or against it, or both points?
Sir, I am in favor of artificial intelligence. Sir, because I see that it is a great enabler for the future as respect to automation is concerned. So secondly, a lot of tasks that we can do can be handled by artificial intelligence with respect to security as well. So facial recognition and fingerprint matching. So these are the needs of the hour, because crime is also evolving with evolving technology. So we have to be there at the forefront of this. So thirdly, with respect to public service delivery, artificial intelligence is very important. So the smart cities mission that they're talking about, the integrated data management hub. So these aspects require a very strong artificial intelligence at the forefront. So and fourthly, as an aspect of self-reliance, we are also talking about the sovereign AI that the ministry has proposed. So that we need to ensure that we have a sovereign AI for our self-reliance purposes. So these are the four aspects where I think AI should be used, and I am in favor of it.
Some models like large language models, frontier models, they are potentially very dangerous. How we can regulate it?
Sir, we can take inspiration from the recent EU bill that was passed in the European Union to regulate these type of things. So with respect to, they have a graded security mechanism. So with every model that is being used, low risk, high risk, and low risk, medium risk, and high risk models were identified, and they have certain regulations on what type of data that can be used. So secondly, these models that are using and the data that is being used to train these models, there can be certain level of transparency on what type of data is being used to train these models, and how it is learning and what experience it is using. So then thirdly, there has to be a global consensus on what type of language models they are trying to make and what are the extent to which it can be used and where. So I think these three aspects, with fourth on being self-regulation, so can be used.
These systems, when they work, there is no visibility. Potentially, there is no visibility. How we can regulate them? If we cannot see something, how we can regulate that thing?
Sir, it has to come from the developer side. The transparency can come from the developer side, sir, because what data they are giving to the large language model, they are aware of what it is going to learn and what interlinkages it can be made. So many companies, sir, are hesitant on giving their data and showing what type of training modules they are using. So, sir, certain degree of transparency must come from the company side as well, or the developer side. So with that, sir, we can regulate. And secondly, sir, from our end, we can restrict the use cases where AI is used. So for example, Amazon had used a machine learning model to sort out job profiles, where it arbitrarily sorted out women's profiles for construction jobs. So sir, we have to use some rationality in what use case we want to apply these things. So sir, from two ends we can regulate it.
Should government regulate it or not?
Sir, in the initial phase, the regulation should be done, but not to such an extent that it will choke the growth of the technology itself. So it has been criticized in the US as well that the regulation that is coming for AI is going to stop the progress. So we must do regulation from our end, where we can have a certain degree of transparency on the training module, but restricting the growth of AI will be detrimental to us in the long run. So I think a self-regulation mechanism is more favorable for me.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Archit.
Yes.
What's the difference between secularism, pluralism, multiculturalism?
Sir, secularism has two aspects, sir. Firstly, the European aspect, where the state is completely away from the religion, and Indian aspect, where it gives priority to all religions. So pluralism is where we celebrate a plurality of cultures. Sir, and multiculturalism is where a lot of cultures exist and they assert themselves in different manners and they intermingle with each other. So that was the multiculturalism.
So then I don't seem to conclude that there is any difference between pluralism and Indian version of secularism. What's the difference between these two?
Sir, secularism, in my understanding, sir, is, as Indian context is given, sir, it is primarily oriented towards the religious aspects. But pluralism can be oriented towards the cultural aspects as well, sir.
Is religion part of culture?
Yes, sir. It would be a part of.
So if religious pluralism,
yes, sir,
and secularism, Indian secularism, what's the difference?
Sir, I think a more political color is given to it, that the state is involved, and the state is going to be away from religion or complete or give equal attention to all religions. But in religious pluralism, sir, a lot of religions are existing peacefully and harmoniously with each other, and the state's utility is not that prominent, sir.
Okay, so there is any state like Saudi Arabia or Oman or UAE where there is a proper state religion, but non-Muslims also stay very comfortably there. Is it a plural society? A plural state? Religious plural?
Sir, I would not say it is religiously plural, because the amount of freedom that other religions should get should be equal with all other religions.
Okay. What is monotheism and polytheism? Difference?
So monotheism is a branch of religion where we worship only a single god, or we believe that there is only one god. So whereas in polytheism, for example, like Hinduism, we worship a lot of gods, and we believe that they are different gods for different cultures, and different people living in different areas also worship different gods. That is polytheism.
So is in Hinduism, whatever term it means, is Hinduism polytheistic religion or polytheistic faith system?
Sir, I cannot say that it is completely polytheistic, sir, because at the foundation principle, we believe that there is only one reality.
So it is monotheism then?
Sir, but the way that people worship it, and the different gods.
So I would like to think of something innovative to describe it in more, inclusive way or more correct way than to say it is a polytheistic religion.
Sir, I would say it is a panentheistic religion. So because
pantheistic is different. Okay, no problem. You mentioned about the book called Bharat Matters. Why Bharat Matters, right?
Sir, no. The New India Way by Jaishankar, Dr. Jaishankar.
I thought you were mentioning about the recent book that he came up with.
No, sir, I have not had the opportunity.
Okay, so is name of our country Bharat or India?
Sir, both are the names of the country. Article 1 stated.
Which would you prefer?
Sir, I would prefer it depending on the situation that I am in. So, with regards to people that have been used to accepting India as a name, for example, in a global sphere. So, for a more cultural kind of meeting, I would use the word Bharat. And for a more formal tone, I would use the word India.
Okay. Is Pakistan an enemy state for us?
Sir, I would not declare it as an enemy state. Moreover, I would say it is a belligerent neighbor, and it is causing a lot of problems for us. But enemy state, I would not say, because if ties improve and we see certain opportunities and see some improvements in their state policy that they are encouraging, sir, I would say that we would be open to dealing with them and having trade with them as well.
Okay. Any positive step from the Pakistan side for last 10 years, because of which you are so hopeful about the positive relationships?
Sir, recently the corridor, the Kartarpur corridor that was opened, that was a positive step from their end, which was appreciable. They would respecting the cultural beliefs of our people as well. Sir, secondly, there was a report that ISI intelligence had also given to Indian government regarding certain LET terrorists that were in Kashmir. That was quite surprising, and that was an appreciable step from their end.
Recently, there have been many news that in Canada, in US and in Pakistan, many unknown gunmen are killing those who are wanted in India, terrorists and all. Is India doing it?
Sir, India, we cannot make such allegations. Sir, recently even in today's newspaper, the Honorable Foreign Minister has said that US has given credible evidence regarding such incidents and Canada has not. So we are working very closely with them and we are seeing what kind of evidence they are providing, and we are open to accepting such evidence and working in collaboration with other countries. So sir, such allegations are not appreciated, and I don't think that India can be.
How credible is the Pakistan's version of whatever proofs they will give, whatever statement they give? How credible it is? Official statement, I'm saying.
Sir, we have also said that it is quite motivated. These claims are quite motivated and they don't hold any water in terms of evidence, sir.
You are from Pune and Mumbai, both. Recently you are staying in Mumbai?
Sir, I'm staying in Pune for the past 6 years.
But you stayed in Mumbai. You are from Mumbai?
Sir, I'm from Pune.
Pune itself. So, there is a mention of Mumbai. For what purpose? College?
Sir, my father was in service. So, he was in Mumbai.
So, what's happening in Mumbai last 1 week? Huge things are happening. What is it?
Yes, sir. It is for the protest of the Maratha OBC reservation situation.
So, should Maratha be considered OBCs?
Sir, given that they are 32% of the population and the group is quite well to do, economically speaking. So, but certain sections of Marathas, as they are called Kunbis, were employed as agriculturists.
They are already OBCs. Why protest them?
So, the protest is basically to give the reservation for the relatives of the Kunbis, the family tree that they draw. So, for, regarding certificates for their relatives, the protest is for that.
Okay. So, you know any factual information about unreserved seats in Maharashtra government? 50% unreserved?
It's a 48%.
Now 48% because of EWS. How much of that 40%, 48%, considering that as 100%, are actually represented by Maratha community? What's the number? It's why I'm asking this, because this fact was most important pillar for opposing this Maratha reservation.
Sir, I will have to look into it.
Okay, 85% of the unreserved seats are represented by Maratha community.
Thanks.
So, in what way they are backward?
Sir, we have to look into the matter.
Thank you, Archit.
Thank you, sir.